Christ, our pierced shepherd. Day 19. Today's reading is from Zechariah 12 and 13. And I will pour out on the house of David and the inhabitants of Jerusalem a spirit of grace and pleas for mercy, so that when they look on me, on him who they have pierced, they shall mourn for him as one mourns for an only child, and weep bitterly over him as one weeps over a firstborn. On that day there shall be a fountain opened for the house of David and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, to cleanse them from sin and uncleanness. Christ is the shepherd promised to a people scattered. The shepherds of Israel failed. Their promises of restoration, their promises of unity, their promises of holding the people together have fallen apart in their own hands. And he has come as one to gather a flock from many nations, not just the Hebrews, but his people around the world. And he's struck for the sake of the flock. The flock deserves to be struck. The flock deserves to be scattered. But he has come and he's taken their place. He's bore their wounds for them. And those wounds on him actually serve as a calling. He bears these wounds as a way to say, you belong to me. You come to me. There's a phrase that says, if you strike the shepherd, the sheep will scatter. Well, with our shepherd being struck, the sheep come to him. They find mercy in him. And his death gathers what fear and sin and separation and exile from God scattered his peoples across the world. And he leads us from the front, even in his death. He gives an example of what it means to be a shepherd that's willing to sacrifice for his people. He is first in death for us, and he's first in life for us in his resurrection. And we follow in his pattern in this life and in the next. So we die to ourselves in this life, and we rise with Christ in this life. And in our death, we truly die, and we're risen physically at the resurrection. All of this to say, our pierced Lord, our pierced shepherd, our pierced king, has called his people home, has gathered the scattered sheep. And we can look at his wounds, we can look at the piercings, and know that he's done it for us, and we can weep and lament over what we've done. But he still calls us with pierced hands. We are whole because he was willing to be pierced for us. Christ, our pierced shepherd. God bless you.